Talking with professional coaches, I say the things that we work on with elite hitters, and that could include professional hitters, but anybody from an elite high school player and up, the two things we work on the most are direction and angles. And I'm going to do two different segments here and talk about each of these. And first with direction. Direction allows us to keep the barrel in a big timing window. We want the barrel to stay in the hitting zone because we know timing is the most difficult piece of hitting. And because timing is the most difficult piece of hitting, any leeway we can give ourselves on either side of timing, getting into the zone and then staying in the zone, helps us tremendously. What I see most players do is make this, a right-handed hitter, make this left turn getting east and west really early in the swing. And there's a variety of reasons that this happens, but I'm going to give you a couple drills for it at the end too. First, one of the most common reasons that young players especially get out of the bat working forward in this direction is losing power in their hinge. So I'll get out to this stride position. You can see I'm good and hinged here in my midsection, and I start rotation and I immediately lose that hinge. I want to maintain the hinge in the beginning of rotation, and that allows me to maintain my direction. But if I lose my hinge early, you can see how my upper body rips out of posture, and immediately I'm going to get it east and west. Timing plays a big portion of this too. So if I'm late and continuously late, the upper body will try to cheat to try to get space between myself and the ball and slide the barrel over, getting east and west really early. A player can do that as a late adjustment to a pitch that might be moving a little bit on them, or they're late too, and that's going to happen, but those aren't going to be at our hardest hits, and of course the spin of those balls is not going to be very good either. Another reason that players lose their direction is trying to search for power in their upper body. This could be a player that gets out of sequence, or a player is just muscling up. But if I use the upper body to power the swing, I'm going to lose my shoulder, and the bat's going to come with it. So those are three very common reasons that we'll see players lose their direction. Here's a couple drills that I like to do for this. We've put this drill on here before, and this is just going to give it a different twist to it. So I use a fungo or a long bat. You can certainly use your regular bat, but I'm splitting my grip. I put about a hand and a half width between my hands, and as a right-handed hitter, I'm going to stop this swing at extension. You can see right now how my right arm, my top hand, stays on the right side of my body without crossing my midline. So at the end finish of the swing, I'm still going hard, I'm just stopping at full extension. As a right-handed hitter, the end of my bat would be pointing to where the second baseman plays. I'm still palm up, and the right arm is on the right side of my body. The opposite would hold true for a left-handed hitter. The left arm would stay on the left side of the body, and the end of the bat would face to where the shortstop plays at the end. So we're not going all the way across our body. If we see that the player struggles with deceleration and stopping their torso, and they over-rotate, that too will bring the bat across their body. So the goal is to not let your top hand, your top arm, cross your midline at any point. The second drill is an oldie. This is an Alex Rodriguez, old Charlie Lau Jr. drill that A-Rod would do a lot to work on his direction. And this was a top hand release. My hands are together, it's a normal swing. And at the end of my swing, at full extension, I'm going to release my top hand and keep it palm up. Again, the right arm staying on the right side of my body without crossing my body. I always tell players, when we do this drill, I want you to imagine that I'm dropping a $100 bill in your hand out in front. I'm doing that from the pitcher's mound. So if this crosses over into the dugout, you're missing out on the $100, and it's going to end up on the ground. So it's two very easy drills that you can do off of a tee or off a front toss, both the split grip and the idea of going a full swing and releasing that extension, trying to stay palm up. That will help you stay in a bigger timing window with good direction.